Hello! Yay! Excuse me. We're about to do it, y'all. Hey, Dan. Good to see you, buddy. We're here. Don't worry. Just got the baby down for a nap, so I may be talking softly because she's sleeping in the other room. Get that microphone out of the way. But I hope y'all are doing well. Oh my gosh. We're about to do the Clean Comedy Contest finale of January. This is so exciting. Happy New Year to all of you as well. I haven't done this in forever. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, y'all. We haven't done this in forever. It's so good to be back. Steve said he thought the rapture took me. Hilarious. Just adult responsibilities. It's gonna be so much fun. Tommy Jordan, good to see you. Yes, let's get it indeed. We are about to get into it. So 19 people watching live. That is incredible. And this one may be a little rusty because we haven't done it in 2 months. We haven't done this since November. So this may be a 20 people watching live. Amazing for the fact that we did not promote it. So I hope as we get into this here, we are about to start the official contest. I hope y'all are all being safe and warm out there. So far it's very icy here in Georgia, but I know I have family in DC that got a bunch of crazy snow, and up in New York as well. So there's basically a winter storm across the entire country, which is completely normal. That's totally normal and has nothing to do with climate change at all. So we are very excited to have a little respite, if you will, a nice escape from the cold and warm up over the next 54 minutes with a nice warm, clean comedy contest. Yay, Nicole said they're all snowed in. Yes, indeed. Oh, Jerry's in Phoenix, 55 degrees. Oh my heavenly day. For some reason, I thought Arizona was also getting snow. Maybe I made that up. You know, and I said that without really even watching the news. So there is that. I tend to avoid the news because I like being happy. But anyway, let's get into it here, shall we? Looks like Dylan, good to see you, buddy. Said Louisville here, snow and sleet mix. Yeah, that's basically what's going on here. Johnny B says 9 degrees and snowing. Joan is tuning in from a snowy, sleety DC. Hooray! Steve said it snowed 4 inches, but I'd tell my wife it's 6. Oh, that's a winner there. Hilarious. Well, this is gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited. I may be talking a little softer just because my baby is sleeping literally in the next room, and I would prefer not to wake her up. But I think we're good. We got 21 people in here. I think we can officially start the Clean Comedy Contest, the first of 2026, which Happy New Year to all of you. We haven't connected since the New Year, so it's so exciting to get back in here with everyone. And Johnny said if this comedy thing doesn't pan out, we can all create a weather network. Exactamundo. But without further ado, officially, my friends, welcome to the 2026 January Clean Comedy Contest. Yes. We have an amazing lineup for you. If you do not know, which some of you may not, we have some familiar faces in here and some new ones. But I am Joel Byers. I am host of Hot Breath Podcast and also a professional clean comedian. And every month we do a clean comedy contest where contestants get a secret theme and 2 weeks to write a brand new 60-second set based on that theme. So for the month of January, the theme was confidence. So comics were challenged to write a new 60-second set using the theme of confidence, whether that is literally they use the word confidence in their sets or they write a set inspired by confidence. So you'll see examples of both of those in today's finals. But the competition was tight. And as always, my wife and I narrow it down to the top 3. And then you, the viewer, are going to watch the top 3 finalist sets. And then you, the viewer, will vote live on the air today to see who wins and gets to come on the live stream live today for an interview. So, I know, a lot of fancy things happening today. So how it will work, my friends, is we will watch all 3 sets, and then you will vote live for the winner to come on the show for their interview and cash prize of $100. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. So if you'd like to compete in next month's contest, you can just go to cleancomedycontest.com for more details. It's basically on the Patreon is what that website will tell you to do, is go join the Clean Comedy Contest Patreon tier. But without further ado, I think we are all here. What a blessing. So let's get into it, my friends. So, I told you it may be a little rusty because we're new for the new year. And yesterday was my birthday, so I'm hungover from eating cereal. Not from getting drunk, but from getting drunk on cereal, perhaps. But as we're coming in here, the finalists this month are Sandy Bernstein, Dan Ratner, and John Beal. So those are the people we were going to be watching sets of today. We're going to watch Sandy first, John second, Dan third. And I'll basically play one of their sets, come back on here live, and people will share their favorite jokes from that set. Then we'll watch the next set. People will share their favorite jokes from that set and then watch the next set again. And then we will vote live for the winner. So this is very exciting. I see Dan already maybe trying to juice the vote a little bit. He said, "Happy birthday, Joel." Thank you, Dan. Thank you very much. It was good. It was a good family birthday. What a blessing. What a blessing. Blessing. All right. So, without further ado, we are going to watch Sandy Bernstein's set, then John Beal, then Dan Ratner. So, are y'all ready to rock here? Y'all ready to rumble here? Y'all ready to go ahead and kick this thing off? I gotta get my sound effects back in order. Haven't done this in a little while. Oh, Walter says, "Go Sandy." Good to see you in here, Walter. All right, well, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, your first contestant of the 2026 Clean Comedy Contest.
Let's get ready to rumble!
And I should clarify, sometimes when I switch to the video, there's sound is different or technical difficulties, so I may restart the video, but just know that I want everyone to get the same even playing field here. So, if there's a technical difficulty, we may replay the set, just so everyone is on the same page that this is not perfect, and we're just grateful to be here together. All 30 of us watching live. Ooh. All right, here we go. Your first contestant, my friends.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Sandy Bernstein.
When I was a kid, I was confident that I would be a jockey. I was the right height, 5 feet, and jockeys weigh like 110. I was 130, but I was 10. Same thing, right? My British friend said, Sandra, that's 20 pounds too much. And I was like, as a woman, when they pay me, I'm sure it'll be 20 pounds too less. See, 110. It works because my purse will be lighter. My riding instructor instilled confidence. She said, you are getting really good. And I was getting really good at falling off. One day she yelled, Canter! And I was thinking, Canter? I don't even see a rabbi. And I fell off. Eventually, I lost confidence that I would ever learn to ride a horse. The closest I ever got to a jockey was men's underwear. I worked at Macy's. You know, Macy's gave me confidence in the bedroom. That's where I learned how to fold fitted sheets.
Yeah! There you go. The first contestant. Sandy Bernstein. That's where I learned to fold fitted sheets. My heavenly day. What a funny misdirect. Lots of good jokes there. Hope y'all enjoyed that set as well. That is just one of the 3 finalists. Walter liked the writing joke. Very nice. Dan says the 20 pounds too less. Yep, the canter joke as well. Dylan said solid. Indeed. Yep, writing joke equals dope. Nicole liked the jockey joke as well. Very funny. Yeah, and as you're watching these sets and picking who you want to win, just keep in mind a few things. You know, how creatively this comic uses the theme of confidence. Also, how funny is it? How many laughs do they pack into this set? And just how unique is this set to this comic? You know, a big challenge of this contest is for comics to write jokes that are unique to them, that are in their unique comedic voice. So this contest helps comics write material that is unique to them, that will also translate to the stage, which is a big goal of this as well for the contestants that do perform on stage. Not all do, but for those that do perform on stage, is that at the very least, when they compete in this contest, they are getting new material for their live shows, which is a big bonus as well. Oh yeah, and Jerry liked the Macy's fitted sheets. Dan with the applause. Johnny liked the jockey shorts fitted sheets. Oh, Jody liked the jockey as well. Oh, look at that. And Joan, the jockey and pound jokes. Yeah. Thank y'all all for that positive feedback. Oh, how sweet. Yep, lots of good jokes there. That is the name of the game with this contest. It's just packing in as many punchlines as possible. So, that is your first contestant, Sandy Bernstein. So take note on her set as we're about to watch the next 2 contestants. Get that hair out of there. So, without further ado, let's get on to your next contestant here.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Your next contestant, Mr. John Beal.
Kids ask the tough questions, like, why is the sky blue? Where do babies come from? Can we do a lemonade stand? I took the last question, saved the other 2 for Mom. I was confident they weren't going to make any money selling lemonade. Their only customers were 1 neighbor and a dozen flies, and flies are not great tippers. We live in the back of the neighborhood, so nobody drove past, not even the Department of Health. Which is good, because nothing was up to code. They spilled stuff everywhere and the table was a sticky mess that trapped the flies like the La Brea tar pits. And this goo covered their fingers, but they licked it clean and then grabbed the neighbor's cup by the edge with their fingers inside the cup like Judas at the Last Supper. Only a quarter for a lemonade? Neighbor, you overpaid. Though I'm still hopeful he left a positive Yelp review.
Yay! There we go. Your second finalist, Mr. John Beal. And what's really fun with this contest is we have a private Facebook group where people can post their sets to get feedback and ideas on how to improve their sets and things like that. So it was really cool to see. I know John posted in there several times to see the evolution of his set. From just like basic ideas to then like a super tight set that made it to the finals. This is John's first time in the finals, which is very exciting. Oh, we got lovely feedback coming in. Sandy said the flies tipping joke. Yep, and the finger in the cup. Yep, very vivid and funny. Yep, very visual. Dylan like the Judas in the Last Supper. Karma Moon, flies are bad tippers. Yeah, that's a popular one. Nicole said the sticky fingers and mess relate as a parent. Amen. Dan liked the positive Yelp review. Other Dan said the health inspector joke. Tipping bit Joan liked. Oh, and Jerry said he could picture the whole lemonade stand. Yeah, that's great. That's a great compliment there that people can actually see what you're talking about. Bravo there, John. Joyful Heart said nothing up to code was very funny. Yeah, absolutely. Very cool. Look at all that positive feedback coming in. Oh, that's so sweet. Hooray! Yep, so it's a tight competition here, my friends. So you have seen two of the finalists, my friends. We have Sandy Bernstein, and we have John Beal, and we have just one more. Oh, and Walter liked the Charlie Brown couture as well. Just a little tip of the cap there. I have a sound effect for... I guess not. I could just tip of the cap. Ooh! Nicely done there. Nicely done there. So there you go. You've seen Sandy Bernstein. You've seen John Beal. Now we're going to see our final finalist of the January 2026 Clean Comedy Contest, and then we will vote live on the air for that person to come on for a live interview. So without further ado, am I being too loud? Am I going to wake up the baby? That would be tragic. Oh, nap time is the best time. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. So when you can get some distance from your baby, that's when you really love them. Because you can breathe and think a little more clearly. Oh, what a blessing. What a blessing. Okay. Thank you, James. James said, you may begin. So you've seen Sandy Bernstein, you've seen John Beal, and now your third and final contestant of the 2026 Clean Comedy Contest.
Let's get ready to rumble!
I present to you Dan Ratner.
We got our kids into sports that help build their confidence. My preteen daughter plays 3 different sports at a high skill level. She's won several championships, and she's as confident as a raccoon running loose in a liquor store. My other daughter's a teenager, Participating in sports not only helps build their confidence, but it helps them with their hand-eye coordination. Building hand-eye skills is important so they don't end up with hand-me skills. Hand me the remote, hand me a snack, hand me your life savings so I can go to college and graduate summa cum home again. My youngest is also confident because she's part of the gifted program, which just means that she's unteachable. She doesn't listen to her teachers or her parents because she doesn't think that we're as smart as she is. She thinks that we're ungifted or disgifted, regifted, I don't know, unsmart. We just want them to be confident growing up in a world that's trending towards incompetence and an average IQ score of 6'7". Hey, hand me my beer.
Oh, oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. 6'7". Hilarious. That's going to be stuck in all your heads today. 6'7". You could feel the resentment in him doing that as well. Very exciting. Walter liked the summa cum home again. Dan liked the summa cum home again. James G7. Unsmart from MJ. Yancey said summa cum home again. Yeah, that's a very popular line there. Dan. Looks like you got a good one there. MJ IQ of 6'7". Dory, summa cum home again. Peter said nice wordplay. Dylan hand, me coordination. 6'7". Sandy liked the hand-eye coordination and summa cum home again. Just like Jerry and were we gifted? Great stuff. Joyful Heart liked the teenager pause as well. Joan liked the unsmart joke, and Karma Moon said gifted jokes were on point. A lot of great feedback there for you. Dan, which also Nicole said teen. Haha. Teen. Yeah, that was a great pause there. That was funny timing on that one. Dory liked the pause. Yes, indeed. Well, you have seen all three finalists, my friends, so now we are going to start the voting. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for your feedback to these contestants, because it is not easy to write a brand new 60-second set in just 2 weeks. It is not easy at all. I actually was like, oh, I'll do it this month. And then I didn't. The deadline happened and I was like, oh yeah, I didn't do that thing. So I'm holding myself accountable. I'm saying it live on the live stream now that I would like to not compete, but participate in each of these contests this year. So we're starting off hot with the January contest, where I had the intention but not the gumption. But now we will match both for February, which you can also join if you go to cleancomedycontest.com. You can compete to possibly win $100 and an interview on Hot Breath Podcast, which is what today's winner is going to get. And it is up to you to decide who wins. So in the live chat, you will see a poll I just posted that has the names of the top 3 finalists, and it is now up to you to vote for the one winner you want to see in this month's contest. So give it some thought. Think about all 3 sets you saw. What was the funniest? What was the most unique? And I will give you just a minute here to vote and pick your finalists. 6'7". And I will also put a link to how you can join next month's contest if you'd like to compete. But that link will take you to a webpage that'll basically show you how to join the Patreon tier. That is the Clean Comedy Contest. Yeah, totally agree there, Sandy. She said, took real confidence for Dan's teen pause in a 1-minute set. I know. It's tough to pause when you only have 1 minute. But he pulled it off. It's very challenging. All right, and the voting is happening. So far, we have 35 people watching and 25 votes. So what we will do here, vote. If you're watching this right now, vote. And I will give it 1 more minute here, my friends. We will give 1 more minute before we announce the January contest winners. And hang out with us because we're going to bring that person on live for an interview. Right now we've got Dan in first, Sandy second, John in third. We'll see what happens when we come down to the wire. 25 votes, 34 people watching. If you're watching this, vote. 26 votes. There we go. Oh, looks like Dan is running away with it here. Ten seconds. Dan is... looks like... yeah, Dan at 50%. Sandy at 35. John at 15. We are going to officially call it and say that the winner of the January 2026 Clean Comedy Contest is Mr. Dan Ratner. Yeah, totally agree. Jerry said strong sets from all. Yeah, great sets from everyone. Seriously. Great sets. So it was a tight competition, which it is every month. So it's so much fun for my wife and I to watch these. And I don't know why I started whispering when I said my wife. And we debate who goes into the top 3 or not. It's always a fun little quality time thing we can do together. Lots of congrats to Dan. Love to hear it. Mystic Dan, says Aaron. Hilarious. So what we're going to do is bring Dan on to the live stream live. Dan onto the live stream live, which he will join us, and then we will feel free to comment with any questions you have for Dan as well as we do this. But we're gonna bring Dan on live for a fun interview. So what we'll do, I will give him a proper intro, and then we will start the interview. Welcome back to Hot Breath, everyone. I am your host, comedian Joel Byers, and this month's Clean Comedy Contest winner is joining us on the podcast today. So please, without further ado, welcome back to the show, Mr. Dan Ratner, everyone. Give it up for Dan.
Hey, everybody.
Hooray!
Hello. Joel, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
Oh my gosh, so excited. The family's going crazy upstairs right now, and it just after coming in second so many times, I just it's exciting. But got to hand it to Sandy and John too, man. Those are good sets, and it's it's hard to go up against Sandy every month. I tell you what, she's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She's usually one of the crowd favorites, but you pulled it off this time.
Woo. Yeah, I guess I'm finally likable. That's
Yes.
one of the components in comedy, right? Is you have to be likable.
Yes. It is, yeah. And I feel like I should play your set for the people listening to the podcast. I should play your set, and then we can jump into how you wrote this winning set. Cool beans?
All right. Yeah, sounds good.
All right, here we go. The January winning contest from Dan Ratner.
We got our kids into sports that build their confidence. My preteen daughter plays 3 different sports at a high skill level. She's won several championships, and she's as confident as a raccoon running loose in a liquor store. My other daughter's a teenager. You know, participating in sports not only helps build their confidence, but it helps them with their hand-eye coordination. Building hand-eye skills is important so they don't end up with hand-me skills. Hand me the remote. Hand me a snack. Hand me your life savings so I can go to college and graduate summa cum home again. My youngest is also confident because she's part of the gifted program, which just means that she's unteachable. You know, she doesn't listen to her teachers or her parents because she doesn't think that we're as smart as she is. She thinks that we're ungifted or disgifted, regifted, I don't know, unsmart. We just want them to be confident growing up in a world that's trending towards incompetence and an average IQ score of 6'7". Hey, hand me my beer.
Well, there it is. Dan's winning set. And if you'd like to compete in next month's contest, just go to cleancomedycontest.com, or it's linked in the show notes of this episode as well, to where you can join the Clean Comedy Contest tier of our Patreon to compete to win the $100 prize and the interview right here on Hot Breath. So you're joining us from the live stream finale we do every month, where the top 3 finalists play their sets live on our YouTube channel, and then the live viewers join to vote for the winner, which is how Dan won this month's contest and then disappeared from the live stream. So I was filling the air until he came back. But I hope power didn't just go out all of a sudden at Dan's place with all the snow and everything. But we will soon find out. I hope Dan is okay. Maybe Nicole in the live chat can confirm that he is safe and okay. Can anyone confirm Dan's safety? Are you safe, Dan? Oh, that's so crazy. Sandy mentioned that her and Dan started at the 5 Minutes to Funny class at the DC Improv. How cool. Hilarious. Steve said he'll be back in 6-7 minutes. Oh my gosh. They lost the internet. Oh, well, thank you for the heads up there, Nicole. Yep, I know. It's a crazy winter storm. We took a risk doing this today, but we thought it would still be a nice reprieve, a nice siesta from the winter storm for people to kind of just escape for a little bit in the middle of the day and just enjoy something fun. Thank you so much for the heads up there, Nicole. So Dan is safe. They just lost the internet, which I don't know if anyone is safe without the internet. How do you breathe? The internet is like our oxygen. That's hilarious. Dylan said he's acting out the teen pause. That's hilarious. Can you send it to us? Ooh. He can't get the link. Here, I'll put it in the live stream. There we go. I'll put it in the live stream for him to join. If that's what you mean. That's so funny. Jerry said, have Dan's gifted daughter get them back online. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Dan's power lost confidence. Oh, hilarious. Oh, they lost internet. Oh, my heavenly day. But if not, we will just record this at a later date. If he's unable to at the moment, which is totally fine and understandable. I think he's back. We're going to try this again. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Your winner of the January Clean Comedy Contest, Dan Ratner. You all right, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little flustered right now, but
oh, it sounds good. You still sound good.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, this internet here. But no,
you know, first world problem. It's all right, Dan. We won't let it snow on our parade.
Right.
So
sorry,
you still sound just as good because you're using your earbuds. So this will be great.
Yeah, thank you. Good. It's not working.
Oh,
can you hear me?
I have a different phone. Can you hear me okay?
Get you my earbuds.
Yeah, I can hear you and see you.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Sorry, my manager, my wife, you know.
She's being a good sport.
Co-writer, my wife, you know. COO.
Yeah, we can hear you and see you great, Dan. This is going to be awesome.
Good. Excellent. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption there.
No worries at all. So please tell us, we just played your set. What is your favorite joke from your set, would you say?
Well, I'm not even sure where some of it came from. It just kind of happened, but the Summa Come Home Again was kind of the one that I really thought was great. And I also like the hand I or hand me thing, because it kind of, again, I love the whole play on words. It's just something that I aspire to. But yeah, those are great ones.
And how did you come up with those? Did they just pop in your head, or?
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to come up with something as the number 3 in that, hand me the remote, hand me the snack, and then the third. And it's just like teenagers having to go to college. You're going to have to pay a ton of money. And so, then of course the outcome is always they come home. So I figured, okay, so how do I get that across? And it's just the word, Summa Come Home Again. And I thought that worked really well. And again, it's just kind of came to me. I was like, great, I'll take that,
Yeah, it got a lot of good positive feedback on the live stream too. People seem to really like that one.
Yeah, that I appreciate that. It's definitely going in my sets for sure.
Yeah, and the teen joke, something that's interesting is, with watching so many people submit to this contest, but a lot of people they only have 60 seconds, so they try to cram as much in as possible, and they try to rush. Yeah. You did like a big pause in your sets. Like, you really didn't seem rushed or anything, and I think that really is a big reason why you won, in addition to being funny, but it was just also like conversational and a little more natural.
Yeah, thanks. You've seen my sets in the past, and I do try to cram a lot in to get those laughs per minute, filled in there. And this time I was like, I got to do that. How am I going to do it? And Uh, for this set, this was the most takes I've done since starting the contest. By last May, I guess it was my first time. So it was a lot, and as you could tell by then, I had it memorized because the other months you could see I was kind of reading the screen a little bit while I'm doing it. So again, I felt like by that time it's like, okay, that does come more natural if it's more memorized and it's under my skin, under my fingers. So.
How how many takes did you do?
Oh, I don't even know, Joel. It was over a week. I actually had most of this material done by the Wednesday after you gave us the topic. And so it was, I tried several takes in several different environments, and phone versus computer. It was too many. It was a lot. But again, it's that's kind of what I have to do with my sets most of the time anyways, is just constantly rehearse because I'm worried that it's not gonna come out the way I want it to, right? And hopefully to get the reaction I'm hoping for. So yeah.
So is that how you'll rehearse like the live shows also, like when you do it on stage?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I rehearse a lot because I have a lot of filler words that if I get nervous or I'm not comfortable trying to deliver, then the filler words just come on strong. The uhs and the so's and knows, and oh my gosh, it's tough. It's really tough, and I constantly, if I don't rehearse it and it doesn't come off, roll off the tongue very easily, then those things creep up very quickly. So tough.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, the filler words. Because this being like a clean comedy contest and like the sets being clean, what I have noticed is, especially newer comics, sometimes their filler words are cuss words just because they're trying to fill the silence on stage, and that's like their default mode almost.
Right. That comes with frustration, Joel.
Yeah.
Something has to come out, and why not?
So with the set of confidence, how did you, like you said, you had the stuff by like that Wednesday. So how did you start this set and then start to develop it?
I always start with the topic and just again, word association and trying to come up with things that would fit into the topic. And so I just bullet, just make a huge list of all these different things. But this one came up quick because we truly, kids sports do build confidence. And so it was one of those topics where it's like, well, I'm very familiar with that, with one, each of them have like 3 different sports that they're doing. And, that keeps me from actually going out to open mics, but but again, I love them, and that's part of the deal. That's part of the deal. Good luck, Joel, in about 12, 13 years.
Oh man,
good luck, and congrats on the baby, and happy birthday too, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's a good way to clean it up there at the end. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, mine prevent me from doing my dreams, but good luck to you, Joel. Good luck to you, Joel, and congrats again.
Right.
Yeah. Little blessings,
Yes, right. Yes.
And the 6'7", that line, I don't know why that was my favorite, because like it just seemed to come from such a real place of you tired of it.
Actually, this is part of my campaign, Joel, to get out there and ruin that whole fad so it never happens ever again. So I'm hoping my daughters are cringing and saying I'm never doing that again because my dad keeps making fun of it. So go out there and convince your other teen friends to stop, please. Stop.
Is that are they all doing it like all the time? Is that?
I think it's starting to fade, but I think the media's picked it up way too much, and it's starting to really build more momentum than it should.
There was Erica Rhodes is a hilarious comic who was just on the podcast, and I saw she just posted a clip about 6'7" and how at least our generation had 6'9". So it at least meant something,
Yeah. Right.
Not to butcher her joke, but it was basically along those lines of like, we had 6'9", so we at least had some meaning behind it besides 6'7".
No, nothing. There's nothing.
No. how often are you able to get up on stage?
Well, right. I mean, I have a wife and two daughters, so actually I go to do open mics because it's my one chance each month to speak. Um, and
Hilarious.
thank you. That's yeah.
That's a
That's part of my
line.
set. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
No,
Weave that in
actually,
there.
I don't get up that often. I have a friend that we produce a open mic once a month at a local winery, and that's been like my main open mic. There's another one local that's weekly, and so I try to get out to that once in a while. But again, with all the schedules that I have and work, I have a full-time job, as you probably
You're an
know.
adult. Yes.
Yeah, I'm an adult, right? Yeah, I mean, and I do try to get out as often as possible, and actually I've had a few paid shows, so I'm very thankful and grateful to those, and I guess standing out at the Depot every weekend waiting for the bookers to drive by really helps. Because yeah, I'm just an opener. I'm not. I've got. I could probably pull off 15 minutes. But that's maybe 10's probably better.
10. Okay, it's going down. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe 5 if it's all working. It's
right. Yeah, exactly. Right, and thankful to do too. So
yeah, that is a reality, especially early in comedy. Is I'll hear comics say, "Yeah, I got like 20 minutes," and then when none of it works, they've got like 5.
right. Yeah.
It'll shrink real fast when
Yeah.
the jokes aren't working. Your 20 minutes goes to 5 really fast.
Oh yes. Oh yes. 5 minutes is a long time. I
Yeah.
keep telling people that.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
hey,
even doing. Yeah, go for it.
No, I got to give a shout out to Sandy. She's actually the one that turned me on to this group, and back when I first started back. And so thank you, Sandy. This is great. I love your sets every month, and it's a really great group. I really appreciate everyone and the support that they give. And I wish I could be doing the daily more often, but when I'm working, it's not easy to jump in there and do it. So.
Of course. Yeah, it's all like just carving out the time where you can. And I would be interested to know because, I remember posting in the contest Facebook group. And I was like, I'm competing in this one. And then I wrote some and then never put it into a set and never tried to record it. So, and it was interesting to see. I know this was January and people were getting back in the swing of things, but there were several people that joined the contest but didn't actually submit something. And, the thing I want with this contest more than anything is for it to be a supportive community, for people to be accountable to write and also get feedback, and also a place where they do join and that they do create new material every month. So, like you said, with you with a family and a full-time job, how were you still able to carve out the time to not only write, but then also, like you said, you recorded it so many times. So how were you able to be like, okay, I'm very busy, but I want to make this a priority?
Yeah, I go into the office twice a week, Tuesday and Wednesday, and I have an hour commute on the train on the way there and on the way back. And so a lot of times I just spend that time, working on the material and writing, and it's pretty quiet, and I can do that without too much interference, or things that are kind of distracting me. So I use that time, and then yeah, I'm up early in the mornings. I try to focus some time on that, and I usually try to do the recording after work, or even on a lunch break or something, because I'm dressed for it. You don't want to see me, in my pajamas, at 5 o'clock in the morning, trying to record my set or anything. But
Right.
So
So it's just being intentional about having like a time box to actually focus on just this one thing.
Yeah, the contest is motivating. It's like, okay, there's a time limit, there's a deadline, and it's the clean part. A lot of my sets are I use no cuss words, but it's definitely PG-13 to rated R. It's kind of what you're thinking, not what what I'm saying, that type of thing. So going even more clean and trying to make sure that I have material that I can use anywhere is really where I thought this would be a great practice and exercise for me to do that. So yeah, I really appreciate having it every month, and now I can, I haven't gotten any return on that investment financially yet, but I'm hoping that
today you are.
Right, I mean, it's like it's been like 7 months, so I still have some.
Yeah. Some we're chipping away at it. Yes.
Yeah, chipping away, right?
Yeah. But all the new material you're getting out of this, Dan, right? It's all an investment.
I've tried a lot of this up on open mics, and not much of it has worked up there. But
in your
again,
2 mics a month, yes.
Yeah, my 2 mics, right? Exactly. Thanks. So I just have to keep working it and mixing it up a little bit. But
so for someone signed up for the contest next month that wants to actually submit and see it all the way through, it would be, I'm talking to myself here, it's just being intentional about setting aside time to just focus on this and basically just making it a priority more, I guess.
Yeah, and I found that even 10 or 15 minutes even 10 or 15 minutes a day of just looking at it, throwing some stuff down, even if none of it's kind of forming yet into something that makes sense. There have been months where I struggled to get that 1 minute set out. You probably could tell on the videos that I've submitted, but it's a struggle sometimes to really come up with the right topic and see if you can fit some of those things within the topic. And I've thrown away many sets before and started over in that 2-week period because it's like, this isn't working. Let me try something else, so.
Cool.
But that's comedy, right?
Yeah, it is. And as we land the plane, Dan, is there anything else you want the world to know here?
No, I'm thankful for good Wi-Fi, and but no, I just again, I really appreciate this and the support of my family to on this, and all my friends that showed up today. Again, I feel like that's good. No, I really appreciate you and what you're doing here and all the video. I've been watching all the videos and learning so much from all the professionals that you interview and everything that you provide. So thank you. I really appreciate what you're doing, and I'll stick around and keep doing this, and hopefully come up with another good set one day in the future.
Absolutely. Well, is there anywhere people can follow you or keep up with you, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, Instagram is my Instagram account is at the Dan of the Hour, and on Instagram, and it's that's really where I mainly go for all my comedy stuff, and have a few clips there, but nothing too much volume there.
Perfect. Well, I will link that in the show notes for people listening that want to reach out to you and say what's up, or just follow you and show support. It's
I appreciate that, and again, thanks again for just the opportunity. This is great.
Of course, well deserved, Dan, and congrats. I'll be sending you your cash prize as well to help you with that return on investment to keep your wife happy as well there.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you heard that. That's the families.
Are those teenagers? Oh, they're saying money? That
yeah, right. Yeah, when the money came up, they were like, "Yay, Dad! Yay, Dad!"
Hilarious. Well, thanks for your valuable time here, Dan. And
hey, no, thanks, Joel.
Congrats
thanks for your
again, buddy.
With my connection here, but yeah, no, thank you. I'll see you again soon, I hope.
Yeah, we'll see you next month, Dan. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you, Joel.
Bye, buddy. All right. Well, there you have it. Hot Breath-averse. If you would like to compete in next month's Clean Comedy Contest, just go to cleancomedycontest.com, where it'll show you how to join the Clean Comedy Contest tier of our Patreon, and connect with Dan on social media. Let him know you enjoyed his set. Let him know you enjoyed his interview. And maybe you will hear yourself on Hot Breath next month. But until then, thank you everyone for hanging out on this live stream, and we will see y'all next month. Hot Breath. Bye, y'all. Hooray! Well, congrats to Dan again, and congrats to everyone that hung out on this crazy wintry day. I hope y'all are being safe and warm out there. But we must adjourn and get back to our lives. But I really do appreciate all of you for hanging out and spending your valuable time with us on this Sunday. We'll be back next month with a whole new contest. Oh yeah, some from Brazil. He said it's summer there. And I know some of you, it's not wintry everywhere, but it's a good point. But in the meantime, in between time, go forth with your days, my friends. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions if you want. And I love you all so much, and we will see y'all next month. Yay! Y'all have a good day out there. Bye, y'all. Bye.